stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Number 2 against number 3, both believing that they might be the best team in the country. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Terrapins headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Howard. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Howard. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Might have a chance. They get him down with this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Crane. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Pushes toward the goal line. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. Inside the 40. The 30. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of getting used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Dances away to buy time. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free.
Here's a little room there. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Osborne. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Pulls it in. It's Baer. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Howard. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a crease to the left. Got a little grass. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Leaves it with the back. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Using his feet. And he could not get loose on the run. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference.
Breaks Gets into the open. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Howard.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now improvising. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Crane. Here's the pressure. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. A spectacular one-hand grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Finding some room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He now has 85 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Running inside. It's Howard. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Crane. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Duarte. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Howard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Terrapins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw, it's Crane. Time to take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This quarterback, part of their running game. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Working that wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Got it on the outside. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 15 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Mississippi State coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The run inside. It's Howard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Crane. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go...
Makes the grab in their space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Running inside, it's Dalton. Fighting off the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Terrapins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Gonna run it. It's Osborne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Under fire. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Dropping back, it's Crane. Looking to scramble. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Never a doubt. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. He's now up to 104 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. The screen, and watch out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes a grab and room to run. 10. He is in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Crane. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50.
There's a crease. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have it.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the...
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incomplete.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Taylor wants to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pick it up on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to...
Sends it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big eye in.
Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They want to run this quarterback. There's some room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bear. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Running the red zone. It's Osborne. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Taylor wants to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this is a rhythm timing throw. If they're in zone defense behind, sometimes you got to wait for that second window to open up before you throw this slant. But not being on the same page, defense breaking on the football, that wasn't a great play by this offense.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough